Hello, my awesome project managers. It's time again for your daily drill. So welcome to your daily drill with your buddy Phil. Today we are going in on page 89. I've got a drill for you that is going to test you on the components of page 89. So let's get started with it. I will break this up into various days and we'll attempt to cover at least 7 of the major project documents on page 89 every day. So let's start off with the very first, or should I say, my choice for the first item. We're starting off with QCM Quality. So I want you to tell me which process gives you quality control measurements. Quality control measurements is an output of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Of course, you guessed right. It has the word quality in it. The answer is control quality. Control quality is the process where you get quality control measurements as an output. All right, let's go on to our next one. The next one, I would like to know the process from which you get quality metrics. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quality metrics is an output of the process known as plan quality management. And you do need to remember that these quality metrics are going to become an input to control quality. Okay? So plan quality management is the process in question. Let's go on to our next one. The next one I have for you is very easy. We've talked about this before. It is activity list. Activity list is an output of which process? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You do realize the answer is define activities. Define activities is the process from which you derive the activity list. I hope these are registering for you, and I'm deliberately going slow so that you can jot these down. And if you're watching after the fact, you might want to listen at 2 times the speed, and that will enable you cover more ground if you can accommodate that. Let's go on to our next one. The next output that I would like to know about is cost forecasts. Cost forecast is an output of which process? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The answer to this, my friends, is control costs. Control cost is the process from which you derive cost forecasts. Let's go on to our next one. The next output I have for you, activity attributes. Activity attributes is an output of which process? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The answer to this is again, define activities. Okay. Very good. We're getting beyond the midpoint and we'll be done for the day. It's a cumulative build-up, so give yourself a little bit of leeway if you don't get all of these right. That's fine. Close the gaps and move on. The next output, quality report. Can you tell me quality report is an output of which process? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. The answer to this one, my friends, is from executing. Executing. And it is known as manage. You guessed right. Manage quality. Manage quality is the process. And once you get your quality report, just remember it is going to be updated throughout the project. Okay? Good job. All right. The next question I have for you is about an output known as the BOE, the basis of estimates. Where do we get a basis of estimates? So what I'm really asking you is, can you tell me the processes that you get a BOE? And when I say processes, you can probably tell we're talking about more than one or two. This may take you a little bit longer to solve. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you very much. Let us type the logic into these boxes. So the very first one in order of appearance in the PMP guide, you got to remember that wherever you are estimating, you are likely to have this. So estimate, activity, duration. Estimate activity durations. And that is, of course, in schedule management. You recall that. So that is a process, estimate activity durations. Trying to make it sit in a box, but you get the idea. That's it. I'll draw the box again around it. I know some of you use these JPEGs to study. I want you to have a clean JPEG. Good. The second one is, again, an estimating process. And this is estimate costs. All right. Estimate costs from chapter 7. All right. And last but not least, we have estimate activity what? Resources. Okay. And those are the three processes where you have basis of estimates coming from as an output. This knowledge could help you significantly on certain questions. Okay, so the basis of estimates is your backup documentation, the rationale behind why you got the estimate you did, whether it's duration, cost, or resource estimate. Make sense? Good. You guys have done really well. This has been a little bit of a longer one than normal. And the main purpose is because I do want to take time with page 89. It needs a lot of thought. And it needs you guys to go back and master where these outputs are from, what they are, and so on. Here is your final question. From which process do we get the output known as change log? From which process? I've said this several times on the channel, so you guys will get it right. Tell me. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Well, the answer to this one which process gives you the change log? The answer is perform integrated. Integrated change control. All right. Perform integrated change control. And to be quite honest, that is the gamut of our daily drill for today. But don't worry, we'll be back again tomorrow, trying to motivate, help, and inspire you towards PMP certification now, or CAPM. Now, let me just mention that the change log is not an explicit output of the process performing integrated change control. It is implicit, or should I say secondary, in that you see the change log as a sub output of project documents, updates. from this process, performing a great change control. Okay. And with that, we have come to the end of the daily drills. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it has been of use to you. And as your exam comes down to the wire, I hope you're able to get what you need to get done. All righty then. You guys take care. I'll speak to you tomorrow.